Hi y'all, welcome back to GroFit with Tammy. Today we are talking about detox, reset, whatever term you want, but please don't say the D word. I do not believe in dieting. I think dieting equals yo-yoing in your weight, and that is just not what I'm about, and I think many people are on board with that. We are talking about lifestyle changes, and when I start off in January with a reset detox, I know that I am resetting my palate, my taste buds, that I'm resetting my thinking on the way I have a relationship with food, with what the diet that goes into my body. Diet meaning the expanse of types of foods that I eat. So what I'm doing this month, I have done before, and I've gone back and read my journaling over those periods. And it said things like clearer thinking, arthritis in finger joints and hip gone, vocabulary words popping into my head out of nowhere that I haven't used ever, I think, but have read, and just springing up to the point where I would even look up the definition to make sure I was writing it or saying it correctly. And I was amazed. It was almost like those instances in movies where you hear boing in the head and something pops in. I felt like that. And that was after doing 3 weeks to 1 month of eating vegan, so cutting dairy. I cut gluten. I added in, and this is the key point, you have to add in. You can't think of just taking out. You're adding in lots and lots and lots of good, healthy foods. And I believe in trying to have at least 50% raw. I think in January, it's much harder than the summer months to do something like this and eat just raw food, because in the winter months, you're kind of craving something warm, something comforting. So I do roasted vegetables and steamed vegetables to supplement my diet. So what I'm doing the first week, because I have said you cannot go from feasting to fasting, which can take on whatever form, not talking just water here, but whatever form of restrictions you're going to place on yourself for January. So the first week, what I have begun doing is tapering off. And because I've been at this for several years now, I go a little stronger than I would recommend you if this is your first time. For me, because I think you want to know, I've had friends asking me, what are you doing? I want to do what you're doing. So for January, the first week in my tapering off, I've cut out processed foods. I have added in eating fruits and vegetables to start my day. And keep in mind, fruits and vegetables on their own won't satiate you long term. So you need something heavier, and that's where the formula for fat, fiber, and protein whenever you eat. So don't just grab an apple or grab some berries. Think, what's the fiber and the protein? And of course, fruit and vegetables do have fiber, but to up that. So I'm adding in flax seeds. I have lots of nuts and seeds on hand with my fruits and vegetables, and oats. I'm still doing grains, not white rice. And I found that worked for me. If you're doing it to determine if you have food sensitivities, then that would look a little differently. And again, this is what I'm doing because I found it's what my body responds to. It gets rid of those achy joints, of the excess inflammation in my body. So already this week, I've cut out, and some of you might not enjoy this one either, but I've also cut out meat. So in my first week, I've stopped eating meat. I've stopped eating gluten, so bread and processed foods, which includes added sugars. This is a tapering off. It hasn't been 100%. New Year's Day I started, and I sat at a table all day outdoors with food that just kept being replenished and new delights being brought out. And the hostess did make a chocolate pavlova, which I had and enjoyed. And it's not really what I wanted to eat, but I wanted to be gracious, and it also looked divine, and I had to have some. So I just told myself we're tapering off. So we're going from feasting enjoying everything the table had to offer, to tapering off slowly, gradually getting to clean eating, to detoxify the body, to reset my palate on the way I want to continue out my year so that I feel, you ready? Fit and fabulous for 2022. I hope this video was helpful. I will be making more videos each day, little practical tips to help you along on your journey. So begin your tapering off in whatever form it's going to take. It doesn't have to look just like mine, but you want to set yourself up for success. So take small steps and succeed in your journey to feeling fit and fabulous. Bye, y'all.